What's up, guys? I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for popping into my review for another Predator movie. Today we're talking about The Predator. The film came out in 2018 and it's directed and co-written by Shane Black, who was the star of the first movie. The guy also wrote and directed Iron Man 3 and The Nice Guys. Iron Man 3 is not a great MCU film, but The Nice Guys is a stellar comedy. And this film is a sin against all filmmaking. The Predator, look, I watched Predators, the 2010 movie, did a review for it just a few days ago. And there's only one good movie in the series so far, and that's the first one. I'm hoping Prey can turn that around for me. But this film, it's almost like the studio had a secret vendetta against the series and tried to kill it. They tried to do it in 2010 with Predators, and they're trying to kill it again in 2018. Then their next movie wasn't even a theatrical release. They released it to streaming because they knew that they were in trouble, but they had to put out a really good film, and hopefully they did. But this movie is trash. And I didn't like Predators either. If you watched my review for that movie, I gave that a 0 out of 5, and I thought it was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. This film is no different. The Predator, I should say, has no idea how to tell a cohesive story. It has no idea how to write good characters. Shane Black probably almost tanked his career after this movie came out. What has he done since? I really don't know. This time around, it stars Boyd Holbrook and Olivia Munn as the human characters running around from the Predators. But why are the Predators running around? The first movie, the second movie, sure, it made sense. The third movie took place on a different planet. I just couldn't get invested into anything that was going on in this movie. This film introduces interesting ideas, fleeting interesting ideas that get washed away and destroyed by worse ideas. I don't know what Shane Black was thinking with this movie, but if you thought The Last Jedi was bad for a Star Wars film, The Predator is 10 times worse than that. The movie, sure, the effects look better than they did before. The acting is better than it was before. But that's about it. And the stupid plot of this film is the Predator crash lands to Earth. Why did he crash land to Earth? I'm going to be giving spoilers. The movie's been out, but I don't think that matters anymore. The Predator is coming to Earth to give some technology that nobody really knows what it is till the end of the film, when the Predator wristband goes on the guy and then he gets the whole entire costume. And then Boyd Holbrook says, "That's my costume now," like he's calling the shots. And then the film ends. Olivia Munn gets called in as the scientist. She has absolutely nothing to do in the movie other than exposition. Terrible exposition and terrible dialogue that spoon feeds you the entire plot. What they're trying to do here is totally different, but it doesn't work at all. The action is over violent, over gruesome, and by the time the film ended, I was feeling extremely numb by this movie. This film, they cook it hard with the villainous antagonist in the film, and it was the moment when he said, "Shoot the boy's kneecaps out," is when the movie just lost me completely. I was like, what are we doing here? Because the boy is on the spectrum. It's totally okay, but he's got total plot armor, and he does things in this movie that are inexcusable. But I don't know if Shane Black said, okay, just because he's on the spectrum, we're going to allow him to do all this stuff, and no one's going to say anything about it. That's just not the case here. This character gets a package in the mail from the father. He said he wanted to keep it for evidence, but why did he keep it with him? Why did he send it to his home? Doesn't make sense at all. And for the son to open it up and to start playing with the stuff and touching the stuff and letting the other Predators know exactly where they are. I mean, isn't there like a tracking beacon on the Predator ship? Maybe there is, but the Predator, the one that's killing everybody in the film, wants the equipment that the other Predator was bringing to Earth. There are so many things in this movie I can talk about that are just absolutely ridiculous. And the way that the characters talk in this movie, it's borderline offensive. It's trash. This is a terrible, terrible, terrible film. And I'm happy that the franchise isn't dead yet. because this film is the pill that you take when you want to kill yourself. You ever see the Hunger Games, those nightlock pills? Well, that's what this movie is. This is a nightlock pill. And if you don't want to do that, don't watch the film. I'm giving it another goose egg. There's nothing I liked about this film. Like I said, the visual effects, sure, slightly better. The performances, sure, slightly better. But I'm picking here, I'm grasping once again for positive things to find about this movie, which is a total misfire, a colossal failure, and a film that I'll never be watching again. So, The Predator, what's your thoughts on it? Comment down below. Come on back to the channel and check my review out for Prey. I'm going to be watching that today. That review is probably going to be going up tomorrow at some point. Leading up to Thursday, I'm going to be checking out Predator Badlands, including other new releases, Christie and Die My Love. And guys, you can follow me on Twitter and or X at RyanKing72 and Instagram at KingOfRises131. That's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for The Predator. And until next time, over and out.